Joining me now live on set, friend of the show, but more importantly, selfishly, friend of mine, the great Ross Tucker, who you've been hearing a lot on You Better You Bet recently, which is great, on the weekend shows, star analyst for Westwood One Sports, NFL on CBS, Ross Tucker Football Podcast. Well, you have like 19 things going on, man.
I do get a bunch of 1099s. Yes, this is an annoying time of year. But, you know, it sounds so lame to complain about that.
Yes, it does.
You know what I mean?
But you will or no?
But I kind of just did.
Yeah, I complain about my life's awesome. Doesn't stop me from complaining, man.
No, honestly, yeah, man. I mean, I've known you for a long time. I'm 46 now, almost 47. I haven't had to get a real job yet. It doesn't look like I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a pretty good spot, and always just trying to get better, do more, and enjoy it. The thing I like about you and your show.
Oh, please, are we recording this? please.
And hopefully that you can appreciate for me is like this is really what Nick is like all the time. And so the reason why you're having so much success, and I saw that this program was ranked one of the top 15 shows in the world or country, maybe, whatever.
I think world's better.
World's fine.
What the hell? What are they doing?
Who cares
outside
about
of
other
this country?
countries?
Nothing,
Yeah, who cares about other countries?
Yeah, they play soccer.
So anyway, it's what everybody needs to know. That's listening or watching. Who's watching? What are we on right now?
We're YouTube too. We're on Nessun right now.
Are we really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Patriots stink. No, I'm just kidding.
Go Seahawks. We're kidding. Go on.
I'm kidding.
You were in the middle of complimenting me. Please continue.
This is who Nick really is all the time. Like, I have found that those are the guys that have the most success because there are other people here at Radio Row that they're a little bit different when they're on air versus off air. But like Nick, when you hear him, this is how he is all the time. And I'd like to think that you would say the same about me.
I was actually I didn't want to interrupt you because you were saying really nice things about me. But yeah, and for people that don't know, I think I've said this on the show a bunch. We've known it 20 years, close, right?
Yeah,
19
almost.
years?
Almost,
so
yeah.
we're in 20. We met in, I think, in 07.
So 07 is when I started doing, I was on injured reserve. So this is so funny.
And I have a great, I actually think I have this picture in my phone.
Okay.
So I need to ask you about the Super Bowl, but it's a true story. So SiriusXM NFL Radio still has this show, the Sunday Drive, right? Which is like their version of the audio version of NFL Red Zone, where they're going in and out of games. So if you're driving in the car, you're listening to games on Westwood One, and NFL Radio has the Sunday Drive. And I don't know if you did it the whole year or you just did week one when you were on IR. You came to do the show in your Washington Redskins jersey. And you treated it like, I think I have the picture in my phone. You treated it like it was game day. This is like September 2007 in your Redskins jersey.
Well, if that's a true story, which I don't remember at all, please do find the picture, send it to me. But what I do remember,
I have it. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
It's right here.
Oh my God!
September. Hold on, zoom in on this if you can. This is September. Can I show them this?
Yes, and send it to me.
This is September 7th, 2008. For people that can see this, this is Ross outside the NFL radio studio at SiriusXM before the Sunday Drive, Week 1, 2008. In your Redskins
That is
jersey.
incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Look, I'm wearing the cargo shorts. That is awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So what I was gonna say, it's funny about it is, so that was the year after I retired. My last year was 07. I'm on IR. And I started filling in for SiriusXM, and they wanted me to pick the games on the show I was on. I'm like, I'm still technically playing for the Redskins. I get paid for them. Like, I don't think I can pick the games. Like, I'm not sure that's legal.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like, there was a guy last night, opening night, that had some, like, Irish betting thing on his microphone flag as he's interviewing the GM for the Elliott Wolf for the Patriots. I'm like, wow, things have changed. Because back then I was legitimately afraid I could get in trouble for just even picking the game straight up as a guy that was on IR. Yeah. Oh, super quick story. Okay. This is important. I don't know if I ever told you this before, but that season, 07, I'm on injured reserve. I hurt my neck. I know my career is over, okay? But when you're on IR, you still get paid for the whole year.
You have told me the story, but I want you to tell it because it's a great story.
Okay, so this is for the new audience. I know we got like a zillion more stations, which is awesome. Much deserved.
Ross knows that because I told him before he came on the air.
All right,
yes.
so here, no, I know Westwood One's audio network now. So I go down to my buddy's house in Charleston for New Year's Eve. I'm like retired, but not. And the Cowboys have the number 1 seed. They're about to play the Redskins. If the Redskins win, they make the playoffs. If the Redskins lose, they don't. I get the $18,000 game check for the playoffs if they make it. So I'm there with all my best friends that were all my high school buddies and our wives or girlfriends or whatever. 10 minutes before the game starts, I tell them, I'm like, if the Redskins win, I get $18,000. With no hesitation, 2 of my buddies pull their phones out and go to, was it called Bodog? Or I can't even remember what they were all called.
Maybe it was BetMGM.
Maybe it was BetMGM. Yeah. It should have been BetMGM.
It should have been.
Even though it's not even allowed yet.
Correct.
All right, so anyway, they pulled out the offshore stuff,
correct,
right?
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, you got to put $9,000 on the Cowboys right now.
Oh, my
you got to
God,
hedge.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm not doing that. But the moral of the story is to drink beers with your high school buddies and watch a football game where you have $18,000 on it and you tell those guys if the Redskins win, you'll pay for everything that night. It was electric.
Yes.
I mean, absolutely electric. And thankfully, the Redskins won.
1-800-GAMBLER if you have a gambling problem. Please gamble responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com and download the BetMGM app. You better you bet on this Tuesday Radio Row. My friend Ross Tucker, Westwood One NFL analyst, NFL on CBS, Ross Tucker Football Podcast. We'll talk football in a second. You know this is true because I've said it to you off air. I think that you are going, as time goes on, your profile is only going to raise as far as calling games on TV and radio. I think you're so good at it. And I think the thing that's great, you have this is the ultimate compliment. You have some Madden in you, in the way that you're able to relate to regular people like me. I'm a regular person, right? Someone who didn't play, who loves football, where you obviously have because you played, right? Have a great understanding of the X's and O's, but you also have a way of inviting people and making them feel like we're sitting at the bar with you talking about football. So tell us about your journey, doing that stuff, whether it's on radio or whether it's on TV. I think you do a great job.
Well, so that's the greatest compliment I can get, the 2 things you just said there. And I hear the Madden thing a decent amount.
Does that, and I know that registers with you because I know you love the history of this stuff. That is not something that's said lightly. It's a tremendous compliment.
Yeah, so I guess the point I would make is that's not intentional. You know?
But you're being you. To your point of what you said about me earlier, that's who you are.
Right, but what I think is, you ever hear when they talk to musicians and they're like, who were your influences growing up? You know what I mean? I think because I watched John Madden so much. In other words, I don't know if I would be the way I am as a color analyst if I had never watched John Madden, or maybe I still would. Maybe this is just exactly who I would be. Or maybe from age 5 to 25, having it so ingrained in me, some of it rubbed off on me. And there just aren't that many offensive linemen or people with our personality doing it. So I can see why people think there are similarities. And obviously, I hear that a decent amount, and it's the coolest compliment, obviously, I could get.
All right, you bet with Ross Tucker here on the show. We got to talk about at the end my front page story.
Yeah.
So we have 5 minutes. Let's go lightning.
You have a great audience, by the way. They've been killing on the weekends. MyFrontPageStory.com.
Yeah,
awesome.
And she will cry, you will win. That's my line. You're trying to steal it from me. That's okay. Giants just hired Matt Nagy as their offensive coordinator. I'm pretty crushed. What do you think?
Why are you pretty crushed?
Because I wanted Todd Monken, and I feel like this is not as good a hire for the Giants as Todd Monken would have been.
I think that's fair based on recent track record. What I would say, though, is we haven't seen Nagy call plays in a long time. I mean, it was the time with the Bears. I had Laura Oakman on the Ross Tucker Football Podcast recently, and Nagy was one of the coaches.
Star Westwood One Sports sideline reporter,
yes.
Laura Oakman.
And Nagy was one of the coaches, along with Dan Quinn, as well as Mike McCarthy and others, that went through Laura's process of finding out what his blind spot was. And he let his contract lapse with the Chiefs because he realized to get another head coaching opportunity, he was probably going to have to go somewhere and call plays. So he's been preparing ever since the Chicago opportunity for this. And remember, did they go to the playoffs with, was that Mitch Trubisky?
Yeah, that's the double doink game against the Eagles. Yeah.
So in my mind, they essentially won a playoff game with Mitch Trubisky as their quarterback. Was it Cody Parkey that hit
Cody
both
Parkey, and they were 12-4 that year. Now a million turnovers by the defense, but they did go 12-4. That did happen.
Yes. And then ultimately what did him in was he wasn't able to get Justin Fields to play at a high level. Guess what? Nobody has. Nobody has.
Yeah.
So I am very curious to see how he will do, and I have faith in John Harbaugh. I understand Monken because what Monken did with Stetson Bennett and with Lamar Jackson was super impressive, but I think Nagy deserves benefit of the doubt.
All right, we have 2 minutes left, and we got to do my front page story also. Who do you like in Super Bowl 60 and why?
Straight up or with the spread?
You know the answer to that question.
Okay.
That was honestly bad job by me. Who do you think's going to cover? And also, who do you like to win the game?
I like the Seahawks to win the game. I would take the Patriots in the points.
I feel like a lot of people feel that way.
Well, because I have a lot of faith in Mike Vrabel, former teammate of mine, as a coach, to have those guys ready. I think they'll have an excellent plan. I think he's one of the best coaches in the league. I think Drake May's legs will be a factor. Their defense is playing super well, and it feels like 20-17 Seahawks.
So
I mean, the Seahawks are the better team.
Yeah.
And if the Seahawks and the Patriots play 10 times, I think the Seahawks win 7, maybe 8. But the Patriots only need to win 1, and for our purposes, they only need to lose by 4 or less.
Yes.
So I'm going to record the Even Money Betting podcast tomorrow. I'm going to take the Patriots and the points, but I do think Seattle's the better team, and they'll win the game.
Our friend Ryan McGuire is here. Ryan, I have some beef with Ross. So Ross comes on the show a couple weeks ago, and it's a great job. Like Ross came on every single Sunday during the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. And we're promoting my front page story. And you say a line, she will cry and you will win. And I say, you should put that on a T-shirt. And now Ross has on the one sheet that he's handing people today, on the one sheet, she will cry, you will win. Where are my royalties? And tell the people with Valentine's Day coming up about my front page story. We have a minute.
No royalties.
But can you just say it's my line? This is like when Odyssey stole Wagertainment from me. It's okay.
Listen, okay, you got it because you heard me say it. She will cry.
But you had no
win.
idea how good it was.
No, I knew it was good.
No, you didn't. I illuminated it.
Listen,
it's okay.
All you need to know is myfrontpagestory.com. It's by far the best Valentine's Day gift I've ever seen. What do people do? They get flowers or like
20 seconds.
A gift card to the Olive Garden. Go to myfrontpagestory.com. A writer will write the most unbelievable story about your wife ever. Looks like it's on the cover of the newspaper. Framed, beautiful. She will cry. You will win. Myfrontpagestory.com. Myfrontpagestory.com.
That website again, myfrontpagestory.com. Myfrontpagestory.com. She will cry. You will win. We win when you join us, my friend. Ross Tucker here on the show. Thank you very much.
Congrats, man. Keep it rolling.
Final hour, power hour coming up next here live from Radio Row, San Francisco, California. Nick Kostos and you. Westwood One Sports, presented by BetMGM.